Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me today. What we're going to do is take one simple finger picking pattern and play some beautiful music with it. Let's begin. Basically, this finger picking pattern is a 4-note pattern that is like this. And all we're doing is plucking the low E string, the G string, the B string and the high E. So try that with me. 4 simple notes, but we're going to create some beautiful music with those 4 notes. I'm using my thumb on the low E string, the 6th string, my index finger on the G string, the 3rd string, my middle finger on the B string, which is the 2nd string, and my ring finger on the high E string, or the 1st string. So just play that, thumb, index, middle, ring. And in a moment we're going to do this sort of thing, which is going to be really cool. Okay, all we're doing is taking that simple pattern of low E, G, B, high E, and moving up and down the string. So it's a lot of fun, as you can see, you know, just moving up and down that high E string. We'll get good at that first. Now, if you're unsure, this is your thumb, this is your index, this is your middle, and this is your ring. I just thought I'd clarify that because some people, you know, I call them different things and some people just get mixed up. Okay, so practice that pattern, low E, G, B, high E. When you get good at that, just keep playing it over and over and over. Try it 10 times in a row and then, you know, carry on, okay, with this video. So we're going to be on the high E string and we're just going to play the 3rd fret of the high E, okay, with that pattern. I call it the outwards pattern. Like I say, it's something I teach in my book Fingerstyle 101. Okay, and what we're doing basically is taking that pattern in this lesson and breaking it down, going into a bit more detail, you know, focusing on that pattern in a laser focused way, you might say. Okay, so that's all that is, the first bit. Then so we've got low E, G, B, all open, and then 3rd fret of the high E. Then we move into 2nd fret of the high E and playing the pattern again. Then we're going to go to 5th fret of the high E, and then 7th fret. Okay, and that sounds like this when you put it all together. You know, it's pretty, it's nice, it's quite easy because you're using 1 fretted hand finger, so it's, you know, pretty simple. Okay, and you're just looking at open strings. Like I say, the low E string stays open throughout, the G string's open throughout, the B string's open throughout, so everything's open, okay, except for the high E string where we're fretting it. But you can improvise, you can play about with any frets you like and practice this. You go, oh my god, that sounds terrible, you know, but don't worry if you make a bad note or anything like that. That 4th fret doesn't really work because it's contrasting key. We're essentially playing in E minor here, and that note is not in the key of E minor, that note's a G sharp. So that's a little side note, but if you play a wrong note, that one note that sounds bad, oh, you know, just call it jazz or dissonant heavy metal or something and play it on an acoustic. I don't know. But you can get away with it, okay? Just keep experimenting, okay? So fret 3, fret 2, fret 5, fret 7, and then put it all together. And then you could try fret 8, fret 7, fret 12, fret 10. So that's 8, 7, 12, 10. It's a nice little melody, you know? There's no rush, you can just take your time, add pauses, add a little bit of phrasing basically. You know, you can improvise. And you can just have loads of fun. I'm going to play a little piece now. You can get the tab for it below on the link below this video. Just see the comments and, you know, description for that, okay? And I'll play it through. It's fret 3, 2, 5, 7 on the high E. And then we're going to go for an 8, 7, 12, 10 on the high E. just play that through. Practice it, take your time, enjoy it, experiment, use that as sort of, you know, to help you get creative with your own ideas. Just practice up and down that high E string, all 12 frets, just experiment, see which works for you, which doesn't. That'll help you train your ear. So you'll be training your, you know, musicality as you play, you'll be training your ear, your ability to improvise, okay? So we're gonna try another example now. This one's kind of cool as well, okay? A little bit different. Okay, and what we're doing is basically fretting a note on the low E and the high E together. So we're going to do 3rd fret low E, 3rd fret high E, and the pattern with the picking hand doesn't change. Okay, so it's low E, G, B, high E. Probably sick of me saying that now, but repetition is key, as we all know. Okay. So you can basically do this sort of thing. Now I'm going to leave you with that, okay? But basically what I'm doing is every time I'm going to play a fretted note, I'm going to play it on the low E, I'm going to play the same fretted note on the high E. So on the low E I'm playing fret 3, on the high E fret 3 as well, okay? So both G notes there. And then you can just move up and down the fretboard again. So I'm on fret 2 for both the low E and the high E there. The G and the B are open, don't forget. Okay, and again, you know, you can work at any frets you like. The best frets, if you want to keep it in key, are 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 12. Okay, so 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 12. Other frets will work as well, but they'll sound a little bit strange, like I say. Almost getting grim there. Okay, so keep it in key if you want to make it sound pretty. And just play about, you know, just move around if you like. Okay, there's loads you can do with this. You can start embellishing it with hammer-ons and pull-offs and all sorts later on, but we're keeping it fairly simple. That's the second example. Again, get the tab below. There's a little example there for you to practice, okay? Third example is based around a G and C chord, because don't forget, any finger picking pattern you can play with this sort of style where we're playing melody based stuff, but you can also play it with chord based stuff, which is obviously what most people do with finger picking patterns. So you can try something like this. Okay, something like that. Okay, all I'm doing there is basically playing a G chord, okay, a partial G. So I'm fretting 3rd fret of the low E, 3rd fret of the B. I'm using my middle and ring fingers for these. So I've got my pinky and index free. I'm not going to use my index, but my pinky I will use in a sec. And that, so there, you know, those fingers are free. Okay, looks like I'm doing that heavy metal sign there with those fingers, but don't let them get rigid. Don't let the fingers stick out. Keep them relaxed. That's a technical tip there for you. A lot of people play and they use way too much tension and pressure and they let their fingers stick out, ramrod strut. So the fingers that aren't in use on the fretboard, try and relax them. It's better for your whole body and it's better for your playing. Okay, and when you need them, they'll be more ready to go. If they're ramrod straight sticking out there like that, you know, you've got to kind of like fight it, relax, 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 and then use it. So, but if they're already relaxed, they're ready to go. Okay. So what we're doing here is playing the pattern. Okay, and then so that's 3rd fret low E, 3rd fret B, and then I'm adding my pinky on 3rd fret high E. Then I'm taking the pinky off, so it's open high E. Okay, and then finally I'm doing low E, G, 3rd fret of the B, and then taking my ring finger off to play open B. So I'm changing the pattern slightly there on the 4th time. Just to add a bit more melody. So basically, the first time, 3rd fret low E, open G, 3rd fret B, open high E. Then the second time, nothing changes apart from the last note. Okay, so it's 3rd fret low E, open G, 3rd fret B, 3rd fret high E. Then we take the pinky off again, so we go open high E. So it's 3rd fret low E, open G, 3rd fret B, open high E. Finally, for the 4th time, low E, 3rd fret, G open, B 3rd fret, then take that finger off to have an open B. And then you can play about with that with different chords as well. Okay, I'm not going to show you that C chord tab because this video is getting long, but like I say, I've created a tab for you, a little gift for you there for watching this video. So click the link below, you get all 3 examples in tab form. Okay, you can watch the video with me to get the principles behind all this. Okay, so what we did, just to recap, we did the high E string melody. Well, first of all, we did the pattern. Get the pattern sounding good. Just keep playing it over and over. Relax your shoulders as you do it. Try not to look at your picking hand. Okay, this is all important stuff for technique. Okay, and then basically the first example, we ran up and down the high E string. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. Okay. Then we did the pairs of notes on the low E and high E. And you could just improvise where you like with those. Sounds good to you. Okay, one bad note in there you probably heard. And then we did the chord type stuff, okay, on a G chord. The partial G. And you can do it on any chord you like. And have loads of fun, okay. So there you go, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, I would love it if you leave a comment below. Let me know what your biggest takeaway from this video was, what you enjoyed most, which of the 3 examples was your favourite, and you know, leave a comment, let me know what you'd like to learn as well. And thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and go to fingerstyle101.com/free, because I've got 2 very cool ebooks for you there. One is called The Guitar Doctor, where I'm going to help you fix 35 of your most crippling issues on the guitar. Most people struggle with these issues who've played for a while, especially if they've never had private lessons or their teacher hasn't shown them how to play with good basic technique. Those 35 issues are very, very common, and I'd say at least 9 out of 10 people struggle with pretty much all of them. Okay, and I found that from my teaching experience over the years. Loads of people struggle with those unless you actually specifically fix them. The other ebook you're going to get for free is called the Super Mini Songbook, where you're going to get 3 songs, 3 classic songs as well, all taught in a unique way, which you've probably never learned before, okay, unless you've been in my world of teaching for a while, okay? There's some really, really cool stuff in there. So check them out below at fingerstyle101.com/free as well, okay? Thank you very much for watching. I'd love to know what you think, and I'll see you in a video soon. Cheers, bye-bye.